After witnessing Anna's power firsthand, Roland immediately recalled the second law of thermodynamics, the principle stating that the entropy of an isolated system will always increase. Yet here, in this medieval world where magic exists, such limitations could be bypassed with ease. This realization impressed Roland far more than any attempt to invent a perpetual motion machine. The minister, however, was left speechless when Roland announced he wanted to hire a witch. Roland didn't bother explaining himself. Instead, he firmly ordered the minister to draft an employment contract and to arrange a proper place for Anna to live. After leaving the prison, Roland returned to his residence, but the minister followed him, still trying to convince him of the danger witches posed. He insisted Roland's behavior was too reckless. Roland cut him off mid-sentence. He firmly stated he did not view witches as demons or monsters. The kingdom had no money, no army, and no resources, nothing at all. If he wanted any chance of competing against his royal siblings for the throne, he needed the help of witches. And more importantly, he wanted to end the prejudice that tormented them. The minister was stunned by the prince's bold declaration. Roland then ordered him to bring Anna to meet him. Meanwhile, Anna was being bathed by two maids. After being washed clean, they helped her into a new outfit, a strange maid-like uniform that made her shy, yet she still put it on. Outside the residence, she was led toward Roland, while Roland and Carter inspected a wooden shack built for her smelting practice. Moments later, Anna arrived. The moment Roland saw her in her new outfit, he froze. Her long, silky hair shimmering under the light, her pale, soft skin, and her slender yet perfectly balanced figure left him breathless. Her shy blush as she looked at him made his confidence in his decision even stronger. He thought, the ordinary workers' outfits were dull, and magician robes too bulky, but this maid uniform suited her perfectly. Anna wondered why Roland treated her so kindly, even signing a contract for her. Memories of how terribly everyone treated her after discovering she was a witch flashed through her mind. Roland extended his hand and declared he didn't believe in any of the nonsense about witches being cursed. He trusted her power. Something flickered in Anna's eyes as she placed her hand over his, promising to help him and learn to control her abilities. Inside the wooden shack, steam filled the air as Anna practiced. Fire erupted from her feet and grew until it engulfed her whole body. After several failures, she lost control again. Flames shot upward, and her clothes burned away completely. Suddenly, a loud knock came from the door. Carter and the minister rushed in, reporting that the patrol squad spotted signs of demonic beasts. Everyone tensed, including Anna. Roland was confused. Bhairav burst in and informed Roland that the month of demons was coming. Roland tried remembering the term but couldn't place it. Anna's frightened expression told him it was serious. Bhairav explained, every winter, after the first snowfall, the sun dims and the gates to hell within the mountains open. Border Town had no ability to defend itself, so residents were forced to migrate to the nearest fortress, the Changa stronghold. Bhairav assured Roland that, no matter what, his safety would be prioritized. Roland asked if Bhairav had seen the Hell Gate himself. Bhairav replied it was impossible for an ordinary person. The Longshi mountain was too dangerous to climb, and the evil aura corrupted anyone who went near, driving them mad. Unless he hesitated, Roland pushed him to continue. Bhairav looked at Anna, then said, only witches could see the gate because they were already infected. Roland didn't like the implication but continued asking about the beasts. Unfortunately, Bhairav had never seen one himself. Roland organized the information in his mind. If people had to migrate every year, the town could never grow. If Changa Stronghold could defeat the beasts, then so could Border Town with the right preparations. So why didn't they? Bhairav, sweating, admitted the truth. Border Town was intentionally built as a warning signal for the stronghold, a sacrificial front line. If he wanted to develop Border Town, he needed the people to stay. So he ordered Bhairav to gather all local guards, hunters, and farmers who had lived here for over 5 years, preferably those who experienced the month of demons before. After issuing orders, Roland and Anna enjoyed dessert in the garden. Anna's first time tasting such an exquisite cake. As she nibbled, Roland asked her about the month of demons. Anna explained how peasants like her and her father would migrate to the stronghold, trading their yearly harvest for food and shelter. The demon month could last up to 4 months, but officials only allowed 3 months' worth of supplies. Bullying was rampant, weaker people starved, and many died. Tears rolled down Anna's cheeks. Before Roland could comfort her, Anna whispered, "It was 25 gold. The bounty placed on reporting witches. Her father had desperately needed the money to survive." Roland slammed the table in rage, promising such cruelty would never happen in Border Town again. He returned to his office, demanding Barav bring in the 3 men who arrived, 2 guards and a hunter. The guards explained the fire beacon system, while sweating nervously in Roland's presence. They revealed that demonic beasts were just regular animals infected by the evil aura, aggressive but killable. Suddenly, the hunter knelt loudly, declaring the beasts were nothing intimidating. His aura was overwhelming. Barav introduced him. His name was Axe, rumored to have Magian giant blood. He proudly described killing a demonic boar and wolf, but warned that mixed species were the true threat, intelligent, vicious, and nearly unstoppable. He revealed a massive scar across his torso from such a creature. After gathering enough information, Roland declared he would stay in Border Town. Carter panicked, arguing it was too dangerous. Roland asked, "What if I give you a wall?" Carter got irritated. Building a wall in under 4 months was impossible. Roland said not to jump to conclusions. If the wall wasn't built in 3 months, he would retreat. Carter calmed down and swore his life to protect Roland. Meanwhile, at Baisha Bay Port, a fierce woman stood before the sea. Garcia Wimbledon, the king's 3rd child. With her well-trained fleet and experienced sailors, she was steps ahead of her siblings. She planned assassinations, sent spies, and was shocked that her useless 4th brother survived swallowing poison, something her spy swore was real. Elsewhere, Karl van Bate woke from nightmares, memories of Anna's execution haunting him. He had been forced into Border Town after corrupt officials used his association as a scapegoat. He despised the kingdom's corruption. He later saw people laughing at a recruitment notice from Roland, hiring workers to build a wall, offering high wages, and even promising official positions for exceptional performance. Karl recalled rumors that Roland disliked the Holy Church and suspected he might not truly hate witches. This gave him a glimmer of hope. Meanwhile, Carter and Roland discussed the wall's dimensions: 5 meters tall, 2 meters wide. Carter estimated the project would take a year. Roland simply said cement would surprise him. Carter blinked. "What's cement?" They reached the cement burning room. Roland worried about the required temperature. He didn't remember the exact numbers. But before he finished thinking, the door opened and steam billowed out. Anna stood inside, covered in dust and naked. Roland handed her his robe. Anna revealed the gray powder cement. It required testing, but it was usable. Roland praised her, listing all the things cement could build: houses, bridges, durable shelters. Soon, workers produced bags of cement, and construction finally began. Roland even helped dig trenches, raising morale. Yet the project progressed poorly. The trenches looked like sewers. Roland scratched his head in frustration. Barav reported that a stonemason from the Grey Castle Association had joined. Roland ordered him to be brought in. Later, in Roland's office, Anna sat reading like a painting come to life. When the stonemason entered, he froze upon seeing Anna and called her name. Roland panicked, shouting for Carter to block the door. But instead of running, the stonemason, Karl, dropped to his knees, crying and apologizing. Anna hurried to explain he was her teacher. Karl explained his past and, misunderstanding Roland's intentions, assumed Roland saved Anna to make her a concubine. He even suggested giving Roland another girl, Nana, to protect her. Roland quickly corrected him, explaining he saved Anna because he believed witches weren't evil. He promised to protect any witch who committed no crime. With misunderstandings cleared, Karl contributed professional advice for the wall's construction and was appointed leader of the project. The next morning in the garden, Carter brought in a nervous young girl, Nana. She trembled, asking Roland if she was going to die. Roland reassured her she wouldn't. Only true criminals were executed. Nana relaxed and introduced herself joyfully before running to Anna for comfort. Roland watched the two girls, thinking about Anna's future beauty. When he asked Nana about her power, she grew scared again, fearing execution. Roland calmed her down. She then explained that she healed a wounded bird by accident. A mysterious liquid power flowed from her hands. Roland's heart skipped. A healer witch. He immediately ordered Carter to bring a live chicken. Nana timidly asked if using her power would hurt, blushing. Roland reassured her.